Welcome to the All-in-One channel. I'm Kelley Rosano, and this is Aries, June 2012. Aries, we start off the month with the Sun in Gemini, and this activates the area of your life that has to do with communication, your attitude. It has to do with speaking, writing, teaching, sending emails, going out and making a presentation, networking in the community, traveling within a 100-mile radius. Then we have the full moon Sagittarius lunar eclipse, and this is taking place in the area of your life that has to do with long distance travel, higher consciousness, your beliefs, what you believe, your spirituality, your connection to source, your freedom, your expansion of consciousness, the expansion of you out into the world. So June starts off in very much activating activity in your life, activity of networking with others, communicating with others, not only locally, but around the planet as well, using the internet as a source to reach out to other people and networking with people all over the planet. So expanding yourself out into the world through the local and national and international communities. Now, this Sagittarius full moon eclipse challenges us to step out of our limitations of what we think and what we know. We have been programmed by parents, teachers, culture, religion, government, and the mass media to see reality in specific ways. We have been trained to worship the mind and the five senses, yet 96% of our universe is imperceptible, even to our most sophisticated scientific instruments. So what is real? What is true? This Sagittarius full moon eclipse shows us that those answers cannot come from our head, but will come from our heart. This full moon lunar eclipse summons us to integrate the masculine and the feminine, head and heart, spirit and matter. It is time to move beyond our comfort zones and our self-imposed limitations, fears, and boldly move into our future. The power to create is increasing. Creating and manifesting, your ability to create and manifest daily is rising because we're moving into fourth and fifth dimension. So let go of self-imposed limitations. Now, I know we have a certain amount of limitation, but really think about what you've been allowing yourself, to hold you back from really reaching out and becoming your fullest potential. Now, Venus, the goddess of love and beauty, in Gemini, is making a rare eclipse to the sun on June 5th and 6th. So first we had, on May 20th, the sun and moon, new moon, and the sun was eclipsed by the moon. We had a solar eclipse. Then on June 4th, we have the lunar eclipse. The sun eclipses the moon. And then on June 5th and 6th, we have Venus eclipse the sun. Okay? And so this is a very rare eclipse, and they come in pairs. The first one was June 8th, 2004. And now the second one is June 5th and 6th, depending on where we are on the planet Earth. And the previous pairs of Venus transits were eclipses 1874 and 1882, and the next ones will not be until 2117 and 2125. So it is time for women to reclaim their power and men to reclaim their feminine side. This is taking place in the area of your life that has to do with speaking, writing, teaching. So, Aries, this is about you embracing your intuition, embracing your feminine side, and speaking your truth. You are highly being activated in the communication houses areas of your life, because you had the May 20th Gemini solar eclipse in this area. Then you have the sun in this area right now. Now you have Venus transiting this area of your life, communications, and eclipsing the sun, calling us to step in and be our fullest potential, and to merge the male and the female, the head and the heart together. So speaking your truth, coming from your heart, and allowing Venus to envelop you in her love, her abundance, her prosperity, her beauty, and it's very exciting what's happening for us. Now, just after this Sagittarius full moon eclipse, Neptune goes retrograde at 3 degrees Pisces. And Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. Neptune dissolves dissolves the illusion of separation, because all are one. And Neptune will be retrograde until November 10th. And this is happening in the area of your life that has to do with working behind the scenes. So this is happening in the area of your life that has to do with your hidden strength, your unfinished business. And this is really good that Neptune's going retrograde, because Neptune has really been playing a highly dominant role in our lives for the first half of 2012, from January till now. And having Neptune go retrograde is really good, because it's going to give us a break from all of this higher octave spiritual energy that, you know, at times can make us very, you know, confused and not sure where we're going, not sure what we're doing, not sure where our life path is taking us. And this has highly been affecting everyone that has planets from 29 degrees Leo to 5 degrees Pisces, 5 degrees Virgo, from 0 degrees Gemini to 5 degrees Gemini, from 0 degrees Sag to 5 degrees Sag, and you know, so it's the mutable axis. So it's the Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius axis that Neptune has been really, you know, highly affecting everyone. So anyone that has planets in those areas have been really feeling this Neptune energy washing over them, you know, at times making you feel really confused and lost, you know, about your life direction and what you should be doing. Well, that's pulling off now, so that we can, you know, really move ahead in June. June is a very accelerated month, and it's a good opportunity to take action and not allow our limitations to hold us back. Now, Jupiter enters Gemini on June 11th until June of 2013. Encouraging us to open our minds to a wider range of truths. And this is happening in the area of your life that has to do with communication, your attitude, speaking, writing, teaching, short distance travel. So you can see that this area of your life is extremely activated. And you know, you had the Sagittarius eclipses in the 9th house, but the May 20th solar eclipse is in this area. Venus is retrograding in this area. Venus is eclipsing the sun in this area. The sun is in this part of your chart until the 20th of June. So this part of your life is really being activated. So this is a good time for you to make a presentation, go out and network, get your resume out, network with others, use your skills, use that Aries fire and boldness for adventure, to take an adventure and go out and go after what you want. And you know, the Gemini energy is very complementary to the Aries, because Aries is fire and Gemini is air, and the air feeds the fire and the fire feeds the air. So it's a very complementary energy to you. So you really are coming into a good time to, you know, move yourself out and network with others, send those emails, let others know what you want from them, what you need from them, and speak your truth, speak from your heart, and watch wonderful things happening for you. So Now, the Gemini new moon happens on June 19th. And this is going to be a radical shift in consciousness, because Prime Creator is using the love light goddess energy through all of these transits as portals of light, just dumping all this light on us. And it is great because it's awakening people. More and more people are waking up, and they're moving beyond the limitation of the five senses. They're moving beyond the programming and the brainwashing that we've been under for thousands of years, and they're waking up to their truth. They're waking up to the power and the potential of who they really are. And so this really is an exciting time. And you know, eclipses also, you know, are endings and beginnings, endings and beginnings. So whatever is releasing and falling by the wayside in your life right now, you know, you want to let it go. You just want to let it go. Because when something ends, something begins. So when something falls by the wayside, something new comes in. So in a lot of situations, because most things have not been built on truth, and we are entering the age of truth, they're going to break down, and they are breaking down. That's why things have been going on as they have in the economies, because they're not built for prosperity for all. And so things are breaking down. But when things break down, we make breakthroughs. And so we're going from breakdown to breakthrough. So we can have breakthroughs in our relationships, our institutions, our systems, because we are being recalibrated to higher love. So we are dissolving the illusions, we are dissolving the lies, and we are evolving. We are evolving into truth. We are evolving into empowerment. This is the age of empowerment we're entering into. So it's time for you to stand for your truth and stand in your power. And so this June 19th new moon, Gemini new moon, it's interesting because we had a new moon in May in Gemini at 0 degrees, which was the eclipse. And now we're having the second new moon in Gemini at 28 degrees, right at the end. So we had one at the beginning and one at the end in Gemini. So this is really to activate our mind and get all the light workers and light bearers to network each other, empower each other, and support each other, for all of us to come together as one family and really churn up the light and really speak our truth to power, and tell them how we want the economy to be defined, to take over the banking system and make it empowered for everyone, access to everyone. And so it's interesting because this new moon in Gemini is just hours before solstice, where the sun enters Cancer and we enter summer, which is a turning point. It's a gateway. And now, you know, we're already halfway through 2012. And, you know, the downloads from Prime Creator to recalibrate every atom, cell, and electron in our bodies is accelerating tremendously. And we are going to see so many changes in June that are very exciting and very hopeful, because we're finally going to be free from the controls that have bound us. And so this is happening now in the part of your chart, at the foundation of your chart, in the part of your chart that has to do with how you speak, how you listen, writing, communicating, talking to others. And then when the sun enters Cancer and we have summer solstice in the northern hemisphere, winter solstice in the southern hemisphere, that activates the part of your life that has to do with how you nurture yourself, how you take care of you, how you love you, how you create your home to be your sacred space, your sacred place where you can go and feel safe and secure. And so you will be wanting to spend time at home when the sun goes into Cancer, because it's activating the home for you. And the outer home is a reflection of the inner home, the inner being. So this is an opportunity for you to you know, take some vacation time for yourself, you know, work in the garden, play, go out and have fun, enjoy yourself, rest and recuperate, energize yourself. And Mercury the Messenger enters that part of your life too on June 7th. So we have Mercury and now the Sun in this part of your life of rest and rejuvenate. Now, the biggest astrological event of this year is happening on June 24th. And this is revolutionary Uranus squares off with evolutionary Pluto. And that's really what's happening with all of us. We are evolving. We're in soul evolution. We're all evolving rapidly. That's why all of these breakdowns are happening, so that we break through, we break out of the chains that bind us. We break through our limitations. And this is the biggest astrological event of 2012, starting in 2012, is the Uranus-Pluto square. And we're going to have 7 exact squares that are going to completely reshape our world until 2015. And those of us that have cardinal points or planets between 0 and 12 degrees, Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, and Libra, will feel this square greatly. Okay? And this is happening in the area of your life that has to do with how you show up in the world, how you present yourself, as well as your professional legacy in the world, your reputation in the world. So it has to do with your work and your career. So you have a lot of firepower with this, but you want to be aware of how others are taking you. Okay? Because with great power comes great responsibility. And you don't want to have people feel that you're running roughshod over them, because you've got Pluto in the 10th and Uranus in the 1st. How you show up in the world and how you do your reputation in the world, how you do your professional legacy in the world, and so how you present yourself out in the world as far as career and legacy and reputation. So this is a really powerful transit, and it is going to change everything as we know. And so I will go into the bigger picture collectively when I do the June Sagittarius lunar eclipse, and then the new moon Gemini. But personally for you, this is activating your work and how you show up in the world, how you present yourself to others. And so you have a lot of firepower, Aries, and you're already powerful. So having these two here like this, the best way I have found to work with Pluto is to create win-win, okay? So in other words, you don't want to just, Pluto-Uranus people, here's what I want, do it. You want to be, okay, Joe, here's what I want, how do you see it? Okay? That way Joe feels involved. You want to create win-win. That way people won't feel like you're out to change them, or you're out to put your agenda on them, or you're out to control them. And it's not that you are consciously trying to do that. Everything is energy. I'm energy, your energy, and your astrology maps your energy patterns in motion. And so this is in your aura. So you can be very Plutonian, very Uranian, which both are revolutionary and evolutionary. And so people can be put off by this energy because they're thinking you're trying to run roughshod over them. Even though that's not it. It's just you've got a lot of intensity in your astrology right now. So the best strategy to navigate these two, again, is to create win-win situations. I win, you win. I honor me, I honor you. And how can we work this together so that we both feel empowered? Because that's what the age of empowerment is. That's what the age of Aquarius is. It's not just a few feeling empowered and the rest of us disempowered. It's empowering ourselves and empowering each other, respecting ourselves and respecting others, loving ourselves and having compassion and love for others. And so this is going to be super powerful and intense. And then the Sun makes a hard aspect to Uranus and Pluto on the 29th, triggering the Pluto-Uranus square. So June is going to be the game changer that changes life as we know it on planet Earth. For you, it can be breakthroughs in your work, your destiny, what you do in the world. It can cut you free from the crap. It can cut you free from limitation. It can cut you free from what's held you back. And it can set you on a course of empowerment to a new level of success. So creative people will take radical action. We will see technological and ideological breakthroughs. For instance, we're going to see mass arrests of the bankers and politicians and tremendous disclosures of their plots and plans that have been going on for a very long time. And this will empower us to move beyond our differences and opposing beliefs, for all are one. We are all one human family. Uranus square Pluto, is here to empower us. And it's here to transform us. And what is about to take place is the best thing that could happen for all of us, because we are entering the age of truth, and we need to have people in positions of power that represent us and not just the few. So hold on to your hat. It's going to get, wild. However, just know that this is the best thing that could happen to you and to all of us. And it's going to release the prosperity funds to all of us. And that will really stimulate the economy and stimulate job activity for everyone. Prosperity is on the way. The second half of 2012 is not going to be like anything of the first half or 2011. Now, another good thing that's happening is Saturn is going direct. And that is happening on the 25th of June at 22 degrees Libra. So our readiness to take a giant step forward, it will be in place. You will be feeling bold. You will be feeling ready to spread your wings and fly. And use that Aries firepower and sense of adventure and risk-taking to make breakthroughs. It's really exciting. And this is happening in the area of your life that has to do with relationships. So any relationships that have been hanging in the balance here, that have been difficult for you, they're now going to start to smooth out. And you're going to feel more effective in partnerships now, especially if you've had to deal with difficult people. You're going to feel like, okay, I can manage this now. I have the idea of how I want to approach this person. I have the wherewithal of how I want to navigate this. This is a really good thing, having Saturn move direct. See, part of the challenge for all of us has been is we started off this year, we had about a window of opportunity from December 23rd through January 23rd, and then the career work planets went in reverse. Saturn and Mars went in reverse, and who was direct and running everything? Neptune. Well, that's great, except it's a spiritual energy, and it doesn't help people with their work or their finances. And so we've all been kind of hanging here for the first 6 months going, all right, well, what do I do now? And so Neptune's taking a back seat, Mars is direct flying forward, Saturn is direct after the 25th, and so work is going to, and money is going to improve for everybody. And, so this is a really good thing what's happening for all of us. June is a great month. It's an action-packed month. We started, like I said, we started 2012 kind of in reverse because of the career planets going on the back burner, and Neptune taking over, being the most powerful planet. Now Neptune is taking the back seat until late fall. So many folks have felt their plans have been on hold or delayed. No longer. We are moving forward at the speed of light. The second half of 2012 will be breakthroughs and rapid changes for the better and the highest good for all concerned. So move beyond your limitations. Get creative. What can you do to empower yourself? What can you do to take the next step? What is your next step? So I just want to say thank you for watching, Aries. Thank you for liking and sharing my videos. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. Thank you for your comments, your letters, and your feedback. Thank you to all my clients. If you would like to work with me, it's very simple. The link is below. You go to my PayPal page. You choose the length of the session that you want. Once I see you've made that commitment, I immediately send you my schedule. You choose the day and the time that works best for you. And we're off and running, rocking and rolling. So until next time, Aries, keep looking up.